Hey, shalom, shalom, family, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, what we're going to do, we're going to give all praise to the Heavenly Father. That's the Most High Yahweh, right? We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, right? That's who the world calls Jesus Christ, right? But His real name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, all right? So that's who we give all of the praise and the glory and the honor to Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, again, who the world calls Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm your brother Azariah from Fire of God, back again on Thursday for this Thursday class. Appreciate all you brothers and sisters tapping in, of course. All right. Everybody, see the title of the lesson, and we're gonna pretty much get right into it. I got a few things that I want to get into, but first, I want to say like, share, and subscribe. Right? Like, share, and subscribe. All right. And y'all see the title again. It says Hebrew Israelites check in. Right? We're gonna cover some news. We're gonna cover some current events. All right. And we're gonna do what the scriptures tell us to do. Right. But again, like, share, and subscribe. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Right. If you're watching live right now, it don't cost you nothing. I ain't like the Christian pastors. We ain't up here asking for no handouts. All right. We just want you to like the video. If you could, share it. And if you like the content, then subscribe to the channel. All right. Please do that if you could. All right. And also, I definitely want to give a shout out to my brother Ashra Carr. All right, the leader of this organization, my big bro. All right. Go support Hebrew Israelite businesses. Get your zeets and some of your streetwear, man, at Bakar. All right, Bakar Co. All right. So definitely make sure that you do that. All right. But again, we're gonna get into it pretty swiftly. We're gonna look at a couple of things, man. We're gonna do what it tells us. I'm gonna get this. Let me get this precept too before even we get into it. Right? We're gonna measure the time. Measure the time diligently. Right? I think that's. If I'm not mistaken, that's Second Ezra's 9, family. We're gonna get that and read a little bit of that, right? Yep, Second Ezra's 9. Let me share my screen too. All right, because this is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do what the scriptures tell us to do, right? We're gonna do what our Lord told us to do, right? In Matthew 24, right? He told us Salakia family, if my feed is a little laggy, but Lord willing, it gets a little bit better because it's kind of going in and out, right? Which is irritating me. It was fine all the way up into the run up, man, until me about to get started, and then now I want to act funny. Hey, man, hey, shalom to King at the Ancients New Water Week, man. Shalom, my brother. Right? So looks like it's getting a little bit better. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen. All right. I'm gonna share my screen. There we go. Right, and we're gonna read a little bit of it. We're gonna read a little bit of this, man, before we get into it, because this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you consider yourself a teacher in this truth, a preacher, a leader, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be informing our people about what's going on, telling them what they should be looking out for. All right. To whom, as the scriptures tell us, and it does, right? Spider-Man, the writers of Spider-Man comics didn't come Hey, and Salakia, fam, 1 second. Oh man, Salakia family, Salakia. Right. But as I was saying, this is what we're supposed to be doing, right? You know, if you consider yourself a leader, again, a teacher in this truth, you're supposed to be informing our people, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know what's going on, what to be looking out for. All right. Again, as I was saying, that the saying, to whom much is given, much is required, right? And I'm gonna get that in the scriptures, right? That's not, you know, that didn't come from no Marvel comics or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said that. All right, right. To whom much is given, much is required of you. All right, right. So let's read this right here. This is Second Ezra chapter 9, and we're gonna start at verse 1 right quick. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently, right, in itself, right? So measure the time, right, means to not to like take a tape measure or something like that, you know, but it's to observe the times, right? What's going on? Be retrospect about things, right? And take a look at it according to this right here. And when thou seest part of the signs, right? The signs are the prophecies, right? And the scriptures tell us in Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah chapter 10, right? For us to be not dismayed at the signs of the times, right? Because we can look through the scriptures, we measuring the time, we're looking through the scriptures, looking at the prophecies, what the prophets prophesied, what our Lord Yahweh Shai prophesied, right? How he said, right, in Matthew 24 and Luke 21, right? Those chapters, they mirror each other. How he said to what? That there will be wars, right? Rumors of wars, be earthquakes in diverse places, you know, all of the things that he said, right, will be going on. And we are starting to currently see those things manifest. And what did he say? He said, but that's not the end. This is the beginning of sorrows. But the point is, right, that when we start to see those things, right, we look to the prophets like John the Revelator and Daniel, right? When we see these things, right, like in Zechariah, right now we can identify who those four carpenters are. You see what I'm saying, right? And we know that those are the BRIC nations, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China. You might as well throw Iran up in that thing, right? Because you know Iran is about that business. So we're gonna get into a little bit of what's going on with Iran. You know how that affects the Israel Hamas situation right now, and how they're what their proxies are doing, like the Houthis in Yemen, and then you got the Hezbollah in Lebanon, right? Right. So, but that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? Looking at things like this, right? If you see your Christian in the Christian church, your pastor, he not doing that, right? He not measuring the time diligently. He's not going in and breaking down the prophecies. See, that's the thing. Christianity is allergic to prophecy, family. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, right? They are allergic to the prophecies. All right. So you got to come to the real prophets, man, if you want to get edified and get fed. All right. And we're going to bring this truth out to you, right? Because what are we doing? We're doing what the book said, right? Right? What the Lord and the Most High Yahweh, what they told us to do, measure out the time diligently in and of itself, right? And when thou seest the parts of the signs, the prophecies that I have told thee before, right? Watch this. Watch what it says. It says, then shalt thou understand. See? And that's why these people don't have any understanding, right? That's why it tells you in the book of Daniel, I think that's the 12th chapter, the last chapter, that the some is going to understand and some not, right? See, the righteous, right? The righteous prophets, the righteous men of the Lord, right? And the righteous sisters, right? They're going to understand, right? But the wicked, right, they not. So I tell you in Daniel 12, right? See that? And this is alluding to that same sentiment in Daniel. It says, then shalt thou understand. What are we going to understand? Right? When we look at this, we're going to understand where we sit at in the prophecies, right? If you want to go by, what Ezra saw, what Daniel saw, definitely what John the Revelator saw when he was exiled on the Isle of Patmos, right? So that's what it is. All right. And then you're going to understand, right? Understand what the prophecies, right? And then you understand where we at in the prophecies, like why we currently sit in the fifth trumpet, right? The fifth trumpet. All right now. All right. So you understand these things, right? That it be the very same time wherein the highest, right, will begin to visit the world which he made, right? That's why Yahweh Shah said it's not going to be the end when you start to see these things. It's going to be what? It's the beginning of sorrows, right? In Matthew 24, right? And then we can just look right here real quick. These are some of the same things that the Lord Yahweh Shah said, right? Therefore, when thou begin to see what? Earthquakes, right? And vapors of people of the world, all right? Khan, right? But that's the point on that, right? Hey, Khan, hey, Shalom to my big bro Ashrakar was just talking about him. Hey, man, that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna bring it out, man. We're gonna warn the people. We're gonna do this right here, right? I think that's Ezekiel chapter 3, right? Real quick, I'm gonna bring out one more precept, right? That's what we're gonna do, right? One more precept, and then we're gonna look at some of the current events, family. Watch, I think that's Ezekiel chapter 3. Just bear with me real quick, family. Let me find what I want. Yep, it's Ezekiel chapter 3. let me share my other section, my other screen. Here we go. That's what we want right here. All right, right. So this is Ezekiel chapter 3. And verse 17, it says, "Son of man," he's talking. This is Yahweh talking to Ezekiel, right? He said, "Have I made thee what? A watchman, right? Unto who? Right? Unto the house of Israel, for the whole world." See, that's where Christianity get off, bro. We not up here watching and for the whole world, right? Look, they supposed to come to us because we got the best understanding of the book, right? Right, we have the absolute best understanding of the book. That's what the Bible tell you in multiple places, right? Like Psalms 140, 147, and 18 and 19, right? He showed us his statutes under Jacob, right? You see what I'm saying? We the ones who got that understanding, right? What advantage is there in Romans chapter 3? What advantage is there being a Jew, right? Psalms 50, what do the heathen even got to take these words in his mouth? Psalms 50 and 16, right? So we got the best understanding of the book, you know what I'm saying, right? But and these other nations are supposed to come to us, right? But the Lord didn't say that. Oh, right now, you know what I'm saying, that we're supposed to be teaching all you heathens. I mean, if you learn from us, you learn from us, right? But really, man, we're a watchman to the house of Israel, right? So therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me, right? So we to give warning from Yahweh, right? Right. So when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, right? And we're telling our people, right, that you're gonna surely die if you don't repent and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? 2/3 of our people are going to die. All right. So that's what the Lord sent us to do, right? To be a watchman, right? And then what did our Lord say again in Matthew chapter 24? He said, "What? Watch therefore and pray," right? He said, because he's gonna come as a thief in the night. All right. So you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get caught with your pants down, family. All right. So we want to be prepared. All right. So what we're gonna talk about first. Right, while we measuring this time diligently, right? You talk about the Israel and Hamas latest in that war. It is obviously, of course, still going on I'm not sure about the death toll right offhand. But last time, that was a couple of weeks ago when I was reporting to y'all family, it was around 14,000. Again, the majority of those being women and children. It is a apartheid and genocide, in my humble opinion. And I'm not the only one who says that. So, like I said, a couple of weeks ago, it was up around 14,000. I imagine it's probably somewhere between 18 to maybe 20,000 casualties, you know, right now. So that conflict continues, that war continues to go on, you know. And that's not the only war that's currently going on. We're going to get into that a little bit, but right now we're going to look at currently what's going on with that war, right? I know last I looked, Israel and Hamas, of course, like I said, they still going at it. But Hezbollah was giving them a lot of static on, I think that's the northern border, right? And that they had Hezbollah just launched a major attack. And then you got the Houthis. These are Iranian-backed proxies, right? And you know who backs Iran, right? The big bad who, right? Big bad Russia. You know what I'm saying? So Migog, right? So you got still got that going on, of course, right? But like I said, they had some static. The Houthis, they've been out of Yemen. They've been doing a lot with the ships in and out the Red Sea. The Red Sea, that's a major logistical area for the transporting of goods around the world. All right. And Yemen being one of those countries, that's on the borders of the Red Sea. And they've been giving America a hard time. America was, they had some fake bogus alliance or coalition with a bunch of nations that they're supposed to be protecting the trade routes through the Red Sea, right? But they can't get nobody to really support them, right? See, and that's why the prophecy in the Bible coming true, right? Because all these nations, man, they don't really even deal with America. A lot of her allies, right? The 10 horns, right? The NATO in the EU, right? They're not even really supporting America like that for real. So we see what's going on. All right. What else? What else? Let me see. What else was there on this Israel and Hamas? 1 second. Let's see. I'm gonna play some of this video here in a second. And it's gonna be, I want to say, free speech. You know what I'm saying, right? And I want to play. It's like I said, free speech. I meant to say fair use, right? Fair use, right? This is gonna be my thoughts on this on these videos. All right. So let's see. Yeah. So Israel right now, they was getting some blowback for how they are conducting war and what they've been doing to, and some of these may not even be Hamas fighters that you're gonna see in this video I'm about to play. These may just be regular civilians because they're engaging in a war crime, and I talked about this earlier in other previous videos, collective punishment. All right, but I'm gonna get this video again. It's gonna be fair use, family. All right, fair use. All right. So 1 second. Let me make sure I can hear this. Okay, come on. Let me share my screen right quick. We're gonna watch just a little bit of this again. Fair use, right? Fair use. All right.
emerged of Palestinians stripped to their underwear and rounded up in Gaza. For more on this, let's go to Sada Haddad, who's
So y'all heard that?
in Tel Aviv.
You heard what they was doing? What these Israelis
Israeli forces
was doing? Right? I'm gonna play it again.
Facing renewed criticism over their treatment of detainees after video emerged of Palestinians stripped to their underwear and rounded up in Gaza. For more on this, let's go to Sada Haddad, who's live for us in Tel Aviv. And Sada, this is another video of Palestinian men and boys being held prisoner, being stripped of their clothes.
Did you hear what he said? He said men and boys, right? Some of these people who are being stripped, they're not even of age. All right. He said men and boys. All right. Let's continue.
The action been like there.
Yeah, that's right. As you said, a humiliating video once again for Palestinians that already feel that they are constantly humiliated even before this war on Gaza, not only in Gaza, but also in the occupied territories. Now, in terms of this video, this is the second one in the space of a few weeks.
Right. Because I was going to report on this a couple of weeks ago, right, that I had saw that this what Israel was doing, these the IDF. Salakia, what the IDF forces were doing to some of these so-called Palestinians, right? But again, now it says the video shows Israeli soldiers detaining men and boys, right, stripped of their clothes in Gaza. Like, I mean, it seemed like a little homoerotic. Like, why you gotta strip them like basically almost naked? You know what I'm saying? To make sure that like she gonna bring it out, like, but to make sure they don't have any weapons. Like, you don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second, family. Just give me 1 second. So, all right, Salakia, family. Salakia, let's get back to it. All right. Continue.
Weeks ago, a video was released that caused international outrage. There was an outpouring of anger towards seeing these videos showing Palestinian men, young and old, and clearly those that weren't able to walk easily because of their age being made. And
like, I don't really get the point of them doing it. I mean, they got these men stripped almost naked. Like I said, like I was saying, man, it just seemed a little fruity. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Right, let's continue.
Sit down in just their underwear when they were questioned about the weather. When one of the media channels, international media channels, asked them about, the fact that it's also cold at the moment, they said that the cold weather here is not as cold as anywhere else in the world, and really then said that
that's ridiculous. Cold weather is cold weather. I mean, hot weather is hot. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Let's continue.
This wasn't their material, that they would ensure that videos like this wouldn't be filmed, because this does, any videos of prisoners of war does go against the international laws and Geneva Convention.
Oh, y'all heard that? So just more proof, of the way the IDF is operating. Like again, like we don't got a dog in this fight, but on a humanitarian level, you know what I'm saying? We see how the IDF, the so-called people of God, how they're operating, man. But we know that they're imposters. All right, straight up imposters, man. Right, the synagogue of Satan. All right. Right, those who say they are Jews and are not. All right, right, and we see how they're operating. Right, let's continue.
It would ensure that this wouldn't happen again. Well, of course, another video has been released showing similar scenes, this time in a football stadium. You can see there that they are made to stand there in rows with distance between.
What are they like? They have these men standing there like, oh man. This is ridiculous, man. For real. Right. And I hadn't watched this video yet. Like I watched like the first maybe like 30-40 seconds of it. So I'm reacting to it as we're watching it, family. And I mean like oh man. I mean, this is straight up ridiculous, man. It's very weird,
Why the Israelis gave it last time, why they had stripped them down to their underwear, is that they said it was to ensure.
Hey, Khan, and you know what? Look here. I'm gonna highlight this brother's comment right here too, right? Because right, it says, "Least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau." Right? See, and this reeks Esau, right? The sons, the descendants of Esau, right? Amalek, in particularly, right? See, I'm gonna pull this up. Let's get this precept. I'm glad this brother brought, because I'm gonna read it in an alternate translation. Right? Shout out to the ancients knew, why don't we? Shout out to you, brother. Right? Because that is a great precept right now. Right? Let me we're gonna come back. We're gonna watch the end of that. There's a little bit more on that, but let me let's get that. Right? Let's get Hebrews 12 and 16 real quick. Right? And I'm gonna read it in an alternate translation real quick. Right? So Hebrews 12, 16, right? 12, 16. Let's read it in the NLT. I like the NLT. All right, but I like all of the translations. When they're on point, right, and they help clarify it, right. So it says Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau. Whoo, boy, immoral. See, and that's immoral. That's why he operates outside of the norm of how the whole world said that they would operate war under the Geneva Conventions, because he's immoral. He's a truce breaker, right? Esau, he's godless. He say on his money, this American Edomite, and God he trusts, but he do everything contrary to the Bible, right? Let's see another translation real quick. Let's look at the NIV, right? Whoo, right? This is the one I wanted anyway, right? See this right here? It says, see that no one is sexually immoral. Not just immoral, right? Because he is, but sexually immoral. You don't have to do that, and then you're filming it against the Geneva Convention. Why, Esau? Because you're a godless devil, right? Who, right? If we jump down to verse 17, we see just did the lesson on this, that he was what? Rejected. The godless, sexual, immoral devil Esau has been rejected by the Most High. All right? Straight up. Damn devils, man. Just, my Lord. Just straight madness. You don't even have to do that. But again, like I said, I'm glad that brother brought that out so that I could bring this to everybody's attention through the Spirit, right? That he is sexually immoral, right? And that's why he would do that to that. That's why I was saying that I felt that it was like sexual kind of homoeroticness about it, just weird, man. This devil, man. Right, but let's finish that up. the video we was watching, and then we'll move on. We got some more to talk about on this, right? Keep going. Oh, Salaki, let me hold on, let me share my screen first. Here we go.
Space or even take photos.
All right, let's rewind that a little bit.
Here, not only as I was saying that it goes against international laws to film them in the first place,
right? As she said, it goes against international law. Esau, right? This devil, right? To film anyway, fair use. Right?
Take photos, but also it's the fact that they treat the Palestinians as if all of them are Hamas.
So see that? Didn't I say that? They do. They treat all of these. And look at this. Right? They treat all of these Palestinians who are not, by the way, the real Palestinians, because Palestinian, that's a Greek transliteration. It goes back to the word Philistines. Those were Hamites. All right. Okay. Right. But look at what she's saying. They treat all of them as if they're combatants, right? Even the civilians, innocent men who not combatants, not part of Hamas, and young boys, right, who are not of a fighting age. Why are you stripping young boys who not of a fighting age? Like, this straight wickedness, man. For real, man. Right? But let's continue though.
There is already a sense that those that are being treated this way are being treated as if they are criminals, including children. This is what happened.
See, but that's how Esau does, right? When he comes in and occupies, he treats all of you the same. He don't care. He look at all melanated people around the world. Really, he look at them all the same. That's for real. He 11% of the world population let he control like most of the world, right? And this devil, like, and all people of who all melanated people should be offended at the way this particular nation, these particular people operate, right? But like Yahweh blessed him with the sword, right? And this is his time to rule, right? And the Bible prophesied that he was going to be in rulership upon the arrival of the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? His real name is Yahweh Shai, right? The Bible says, right, that Esau is the end of the world. Right, so obviously he have to be in rulership, and it also talks about that in Numbers chapter 24. All right, so this devil is going to continue to wax worse and worse until the end. Why? Because he knows that his time is short. Right? Let's go.
Last time when the video was released, you had Palestinians in Gaza recognizing some of those in those videos and saying this isn't even possible. Some of these were kids. Some of them were underage. So
see that? Kids underage, I mean, young boys not involved in anything. And look, just madness, man.
Video evidence there, and it will be interesting to see whether it will receive any international reaction again.
Okay, thanks so much, Sada. Sada had it for us in Tel Aviv.
I mean, I'm sure that there'll be some.
Ben Stiller here.
Salakia, let's
right now, millions of
refugees. And this devil right here, right? This, oh man. This small hat right here, man. Right, let's get this guy off my screen for a second, man. Let's get him. Let's get him off. All right. God, man. But so we saw that, man. I got one more video that I want to get into real quick, right? And again, fair use, right? Just some, again, we're just looking at some updates on the Israel-Hamas war right now, right? So let's see. All right, we're gonna watch a little bit of this right here and see what this is talking about. Let me share my screen. All right, so what does this say? I'm gonna read it because there's no narration on this particular video that I'm using. Fair use, again, fair use, right? It says Israel army admits 18 soldiers killed in the last 3 days in Gaza. That's what the title of the video is. It says the bloodiest weekend for Israeli army, and this is from a couple of days ago, a few days ago, right? It says the bloodiest weekend for Israel is the IDF army in Gaza war, right? Right, you see it says 18 soldiers confirmed unalived. Shout out to my brother Deacon, right? The brother Deacon called the Sakar, right? But no longer breathing, have given up the ghost in just 3 days. All right. So the guerrilla warfare, so to speak, that Hamas is using is affecting the IDF, and this is going to go on. And that's why it looks like that this conflict, this war right here, is going to draw out other big players, which we're hoping. But again, what we're doing, we're measuring the time diligently, right? But we do hope, you know what I'm saying, and we pray, right, that this, as this war continues to wage on, that it draws out the big players, the bigger world players, right, so that we can get that third woe underway. All right, that's what we want, right. Hey man, put a fire emoji in the chat, man, if you watching live, if that's what you ready for, man. We ready for that third woe to come, right? If you ready for that third woe to come, man, drop a fire emoji up in the chat, man. And if you're getting edified too, man, and hit that like button too. All right, like, share, and subscribe. All right, like, share, and subscribe, family. I gotta get to it, man. Lord willing, I can get to everything that I want to get to. But if I don't get to a couple of things that I want to get to, I'll probably just mention them, family. And then when I come either next week, or I might drop on, shout out again to my big bro, Ashra Carr. He going live tomorrow, man. He got some jewels to drop on you. So make sure if you're not subscribed that you do subscribe to the brother Ashra Carr's channel. All right. Ashra Carr, FOG. All right, make sure you subscribe there and here, right? And FOG Jacksonville. All right, make sure you do that, man. We appreciate you dropping the fire emojis in the chat. All right, kind of, because we ready for the third. We ready for them for the third woe. All right, we ready for that, man. And that's what we said, man. We hope that this continue, man. But again, man, the brother Ashra Carr, man, right, leader of this organization, man, gonna be bringing it out tomorrow, man. All right, man. So like I said, if I can't get to everything, then Lord willing, tomorrow, man, I'll be able to get to the rest. All right, and next Thursday. And two, to let y'all know, man, Lord willing, here in the very near future, I'll let you know exactly when it's gonna happen. But I am gonna be doing two. I'm gonna be coming to you to bring out, man, because look, man, we got to be diligent in this thing, man. We got to, do the work, man, and not give account of our labor. You know what I'm saying? And or we can always do more. So, I'm going to definitely be doing more, right? So I'm going to be coming with a Thursday class, Lord willing. A Tuesday class, Lord willing, here soon. All right? Lord willing. All right, but let's continue on. Let's continue on in this video, family. All right, but again, like, share, and subscribe. All right. It says 3 more casualties admitted by IDF. All right, so like at first they were trying to act like like they wasn't taking no losses, man. They definitely taking some losses. They're taking some L's. All right, look at these small hats, man. And this guy right here, BB or Benjamin Netanyahu, he's in trouble. I mean, but he hates the Palestinians, by the way. He comes from a military intelligence background in the IDF from fighting with the Palestinians. He views all of them the same. He has no problem with collective punishment. These guys are devils, man. Real talk. So Hamas, Abadah makes bigger claim on IDF toe, right? So they may be saying that they got more bodies. They made sent more of these people, may help more of these IDF soldiers take their last breath. Oh man, right? Let's go. Hamas kills 48 IDF troops in last 4 days. That's what he said. They saying 18, but they saying 48, right? Like I said, I always thought that when they got in there and like it really got bunkered down until like they got to go door to door because that's what the IDF is doing. They got to go door to door. That it would be a bloody conflict for them, and that may draw America more into it than they already are. That could be a possibility, right? And then the IDF, man, the small has got a lot of problems, man. You got the Houthis down there, right, in the south, right? And you got Hamas. You know what I'm saying? They got other smaller militant groups, right? And then you got the bigger ones like Hezbollah. And then, like I said, man, it seemed like Iran itching to get up in this thing, man. And we want the bigger players to get out there, man, so we can get this third whoa cracking, right? Let's go. It says pre-Christmas weekend, one of the bloodiest for Israel's army in the ongoing Gaza war, right? Definitely it was, man. They while they doing whatever it is they doing during this time. Because look, a lot of these IDF soldiers probably celebrate Christmas, right? Because the vast majority of the people over there in the land of Israel do not keep Torah, do not keep the law. All right. I think it's like 97 something, 98% of them are secular. Okay. A lot of these soldiers are secular. They having underground Shabbat parties. They got the damn pink damn parade there for the alphabet soup people to, god dang on, what is it? The LGBT QZIN, like a bunch of daggone letters, right? Whatever. Right. So I'm not shocked that the Hamas probably decided to strike, during that time, right? Guerrilla warfare. Well, we talked about that. So they say at least 100, more than 150. We don't know because Israel is not going to give accurate numbers. What you get from Hamas might not be accurate either, but their casualties are going to start to build up. Like you see the terrain that they have to, the IDF has to go through. And you best believe that even though a lot of these buildings are decimated, that the Hamas fighters know this terrain a whole lot better. Now, who's better armed and better equipped? IDF. All right. But the terrain can even the playing field. All right. Please believe that. All right. Ooh, you see that right there, fam? Me and Minnie that they taking a heavy price. Let me go back, right? Because I think I missed a little something. Let's go back just a little bit where it says, yeah, let's go back right here. I think I missed it. Just I keep trying to see what it said right before that, right? Okay. Right, it says, okay, more than 150 soldiers have died in Israel ground operation in Gaza so far. Over 480 soldiers have been killed since October 7th. So that said, they're probably is saying that the IDF is saying that maybe only 150 soldiers have been killed, but it looks like maybe almost 500. It could be more than that. But Israel is taking heavy losses. And watch this. Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu is going to admit to that. Right. Just a few days ago, right? He admitted that they're paying a heavy price, right? And they're going to continue to pay a heavy price, right? But he don't care. He wants to wipe out Hamas. He want to really wipe out. Look, they really want to wipe out all of they want to ethnic cleanse the Palestinians. All right. However, Prime Minister Netanyahu claimed that Israel had no choice but to keep. Of course, he doesn't have a choice. Like, they want to get rid of this guy right now, so he's going to continue to fight. He knows that they can't get rid of him during wartime. He knows that. And again, like I said earlier, he really hates them, right? And these people, these Zionists, they really hate those people, and they want to wipe them out, right? And I was watching another video, started to watch it, and I didn't get a chance to watch it completely. But where one guy was saying that, look, they want to get rid of Hamas, but they really got their eyes on the West Bank too. Why? Because I believe that's where they believe the Temple Mount is at, and they want to try to build a temple, by the way, right? Right, on December 23rd, IDF chief had visited South Gaza war hotspot Khan Yunis and Ms. Rising Death Toll. Right, so they take them off. Like, we don't know. We'll get a better picture here pretty soon of like really how the death toll is, but they are taking some major losses. Man, I'm already at almost 50 minutes, and I was only supposed to go for about 45 minutes to an hour today, family, because I got to handle some business. Man, the time flies, man. I didn't even get through all of this. So I'm going to stop this right here. So I just want to let y'all know about a couple of things, more current events and news, right? I'm going to come back to that tomorrow, Lord willing. Right, but just know that Israel is taking more losses than is being talked about in the mainstream media. So you guys saw that video. I think that's the Hinduist Times, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of it. But you can go watch that for yourself. All right, and if I can, I may post the link in the description. All right, I might post that link. If you want that link posted, drop a fire emoji. If I see a good amount of fire emojis in the chat, then I know that y'all want me in, and I'll drop that link. All right. But the Syrian president, he also just went on a rant a few days ago. Let me see if I can pull an article real quick, Barbecue Shy. Let me see. I'm gonna try to just pull it up real quick, man. If I can find it, let me go to Google, right? And he was talking, man. He was talking. Look, the president of Syria, he was talking good, man. President of Syria. Israel-Palestine conflict. Let me see if I can find it. The video I was looking at, I know exactly where it's at. I was just reading it earlier today. Let me see. Where is it at? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Yep, I found it. Right, this it, right? Right. No, that's not. Is this it? No. No, that's not it. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Man, he was. Oh man, he was talking real good, man. He was talking real good about the small hats over there. Oh man. Let me see, man. How did I look this up on when I was looking? Because I was looking at it on my phone. Just bear with me 1 second, family. I'm gonna just try to find this. I definitely want y'all to hear about this. How do I search this, man? Sometimes you gotta do it. Oh, all right. I put recent statements. Hold on. Recent statements. Let's see if it come up. Oh, Lord willing, it come up. Recent statement. Oh, let me just type it in on Israel. Oh man, I want y'all to see this. Yep, here we go. I had to type it in the exact same way. All right, let me share my screen too. Here it is. Real quick. Hey, look, man, he was talking good, man. There we go. I think this it. Yep. So look, man. Y'all can read too, right? Y'all can read. Let me. I'll make this a little bit bigger. All right. I'll make this a little bit bigger. All right. So everybody can see that, right? What that says Syria's Assad, that's the president of Syria, claims that this word right here was a lie fabricated to justify the creation of Israel. This from December 20. This from December 20th of 2023. This just about a week ago. It's all good, just a week ago, right? So Syrian dictator who has himself, right? Who has himself been accused of genocide, saying the Jews were specifically targeted during World War II, claims U.S. Funded the Nazi Party rise to power. Look, man, that is these people, they play both sides, right? So after World War I, Germany was devastated after that. I mean, like, they were like almost a third world country. And they went like in less than a decade from a third world country to a world power having advanced technology. They almost conquered the whole world. Hitler did. All right. So, let's continue in this article real quick, right? Let's get through a little bit more because I gotta go in a minute, fam. And like I said, he was talking good. I might have to bring some of this out tomorrow, Lord willing. My brother let me bring it out on his live stream tomorrow. Right? It says so. Let's read a little bit. It says the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad earlier this week declared that there is no evidence that 6 million small hats were made to no longer breathe during the hollow. Let's just say the hollow. All right, let's just say that because I ain't trying to get banned. All right, and accused the U.S. of funding the German Nazi Party, which I believe that there's some validity in that. All right. In a video speech by Assad Salakia, right, translated and published by the Middle Eastern Research Institute on Monday, Assad can be seen telling the listening crowd that there is no evidence that 6 million small hats were made to no longer breathe in the hollow. All right, which There isn't there. I've seen numbers where it's as low as 1 million small hats, up to. So, and by the way, I think it was more Soviets were killed in during by the Germans during it. Like, see, this wasn't all the Holocaust was the Holy Salakia. Goodness gracious, that was not just all about the small hats. Other people got killed. Jehovah Witnesses, you know what I'm saying? Again, you Soviets, you know what I'm saying? Right? And they're gonna talk about it a little bit, right? It says, watch this. True, there were concentration camps, right? And we're not trying to deny that, but what shows you that this is a politicized, right? Key word, politicized, goodness gracious, politicized issue, right? Not a humanitarian one, not a real one. Is that we talked about this 6 million, but why didn't we talk about the woo? Look at that, 26 Soviets who were killed in that war. Who's more important? Whose life's more important? Right? These European small hats, right? Are they more important, right? Because look what he gonna go on to bring it out, right? It says while 26 million people from the Soviet Union were killed during World War II, the bloc's population in 1939 equaled roughly 107 million people compared to 9.5 million in small hats. Furthermore, more than 8.5 million of the Soviets were killed during World War II were killed in military battles. Okay, that's them trying to cover that up, right? Let's see, right? Here we go. This is what I want real quick, right? All right. So according to Asai, this is the times of Israel, right? So we know how they're gonna try to stray it. But what he said, that can't be swayed. You can't. He said what he said, right? According to Assad, the issue of the Holi was politicized in order to falsify the truth and later prepare the Balfour Accords. They was already planning this. He bringing it out. The transfer of the small hats from Europe and other areas to Palestine, because that whole land was the land of Israel was called Palestine before World War II, right? Reaching the crux of his argument, Assad claimed that the small hats who came to Palestine are Khazar Jews from the east of the Caspian Sea. They were pagans who converted to Judaism in the 8th century, and that there's a lot of evidence to say that's true. They're not all, excuse me, all of the Ashkenazim is not Khazarian, but a portion of it is. Okay? All right? Right? So he was bringing it out that they don't go back to they not authentic, right? That's what I'm gonna say. All right, right. That's what he said, man. That's what the man said, right? But it's amazing they don't talk about this in the mainstream media. They don't want y'all to know about this right here, man. All right, but we're gonna bring it out. We're gonna bring it out, man. But I wanted to just bring that out, man. Also, man, tomorrow, Lord willing, man, if the brother Ash has the time, he'll let me come on a little bit before him. I got some more things I want to bring out, some more world news. I saw that I think India and Russia, they've been tightening their military bonds. That's part of 2 of the BRIC nations. And then real quick, man, a robot attacked a Tesla worker. A robot attacked a person. And that ain't fake news either. All right, and I ain't just saying it to say it. I had to look it up to see for myself when I heard about it. Right, so a live robot attacked a person in a Tesla plant. Right, and we're gonna look. I want to look at what that kind of means, man. See, right, everything happens according to Yahweh plans, man. Is the trumpet blown and the Most High Yahweh is not behind it, right? He gave the people the intuition to create all of these things, right? The smith that bloweth the coal. All right. And those wise men of Teman, right? Those wise Edomites, right? Because they're the people who brought forth this robotic technology, man. And they may be reaping what they sow in that aspect. All right, family. So it's been again a pleasure to be here with you, family. Salakia, I needed to move quicker, but I'm a little bit long-winded. Just bear with me, fam. I'm gonna work on being more precise. You know what I'm saying, and concise when I'm bringing it out, man, so that I can, if I am happen to be crunched for time, that I can bring it out in a more concise method. All right. But again, like, share, and subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all. We're going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Again, make sure you tap in with us, brothers from FOG tomorrow. The mighty brother Ashra Carr is going to be having a live stream tomorrow. All right. And Lord willing, man, I'll be able to get on it. All right. So with that, man, again, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father. We do so in the name of his only begotten Son of the world, ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? Until I see y'all again, family, peace and blessings to you. Shalom.
King Corn beats be killing shit.
We was powers on this earth once, and we was all about the mirth once. Idol worship, murder, like the first of the month. Hit a nigga with the bick like you need a light. That's what you do when you on fourth, or else you got a punt. But we ain't needed when we cry for Egypt flesh, nah. So it's Egypt that we got, and we hella mad. These crackers soaring off our shoulders like some hella pads. They see our sweat, but they don't feel us like we